Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to solve a numerical on source transformation from the subject called electric circuit analysis for electrical and electronics students. So it is nothing but it's a very basic problem. To understand the subject, then you need to do some transformation from either voltage source into current source or current source into voltage source. At the end, you need to reduce that network for the required in between the required terminals. Okay. So it's kind of different problem, whatever I'm solving now compared to a basics of source transformation. So it is very easy if you're understanding. So that please listen it carefully and follow the steps properly to understand this problem. Okay. So now we can see without wasting time. Using source transformation, find current through 5 ohm resistor. 5 ohm resistor. You need to find the current flows through this 5 ohm resistor by doing source transformation. So there are various methods to find the current that flowing through this 5 ohm. Either you can use Ohm's law method, or you need to apply KVL, mesh analysis, or okay, or else you can do nodal analysis to get the value of that current. But here they particularly mention you to solve with the help of source transformation. First, you need to understand what is source transformation. Means you need to transform a practical voltage source into current source, or else a practical current source into a practical voltage source. So practical voltage source means which always having small internal resistance along with the voltage. Say it as you can consider any one of the voltage source here. This circuit is having the two voltage sources. One is 5 ohm 5 volts voltage source. Other one is 3 volts 30 ohm voltage source. Suppose if you consider 30 ohm 3 volts voltage source, if you really want you to transform this into current source, you'll get one current source along with the internal resistance that is connected parallel to this source. The same value of resistor, whatever you have, 30 ohm resistor. You need to find only that current value with the help of Ohm's law. That's nothing but I is given by V by R, whereas V is nothing but 3, R is nothing but 30. You can get some value of current. So like that, you need to transform voltage source into current source or current source into voltage source. I hope you got it. So now back to this problem. So what they asked you to find current is flowing through the 5 ohm resistor for this circuit diagram, so that you might have some confusion which source you need to transform first, especially for this kind of problem. So what they asked you to find current flowing through 5 ohm resistor. So which means that you should not disturb that resistor, that 5 ohm resistor. So without disturbing that 5 ohm resistor, which is having another source, 3 volts and 30 ohm voltage source. That is nothing but this source. So which means that you need to convert this source into current source. So now the circuit that becomes like this, 5 volts plus minus along with a 5 ohm resistor. I am not disturbing this because I need to find the current flows with this resistor, and as it is 20 ohm, I am connecting. So now you need to transform these 30 volts, sorry, 3 ohm, sorry, 3 volts and 30 ohm resistor into a current source. So now it becomes current source that is parallel to this resistor, that is nothing but 30 ohm resistor is in parallel with current source. So which means that you need to find the current source value or its current value. Before that, you need to know which arrow you have to give for the source, either upward or it's downward. So first thing you should understand, if there is an arrow mark, the tail end indicates minus and the arrow end indicates plus. So now we observe this voltage source, it is having plus and minus, it is nothing but tail end to arrow end like this. This is a current. You need to find this value of current is given by V divided by R, whereas the value of voltage is 3 and the value of resistor is 30, so you'll get 0.1 amperes. Clear? So now you need to transform. Before that, see, the 20 ohm and 30 ohm resistors are in parallel. You need to reduce that to get one equivalent resistor. So now it is nothing but the same resistor plus minus 5 volts is in series with the 5 ohm. So now you need to reduce this. You'll get some equivalent value of resistor. Say it as R equivalent 1 along with the current source of 0.1 amperes. So I need to get the value of this R equivalent 1. How will write R equivalent 1? That is nothing but 20 into 30 divided by 20 plus 30. So you'll get some value. That is nothing but 600 divided by 50. 5 ones are 5. 5. R equivalent will get 12. 12 ohm. So 12 ohm you are getting here. But what they asked you to find the current flowing through 5 ohm resistor. Hey. So you need to get one closed loop circuit. So that what I'm going to do now, so I'm transforming this current source into voltage source. So if having 5 volt voltage source along with a 5 ohm resistor here. So now what I will do, I'll transform this current source into voltage source. So it becomes a series resistor along with the voltage source. Now how will write the polarity of voltage? Tail end indicates minus, arrow end indicates plus. So you can get plus and minus, you get the value of voltage. V is given by I into R, whereas I is 0.1, R equivalent, that is nothing but R is 12, you can get 1.2. And the value of resistor is same, that is 12. So now we have two voltage sources are in series. So you can do addition or subtraction of this voltage source. So now what I will do, I will rewrite this circuit. So now 5 volts minus plus, see now I am tracing here. If it comes upper side minus plus 5 volts, then 5 plus 12 are in series, R equivalent 2 you'll get. R equivalent 2 is 5 plus 12, that is nothing but 17 ohm. Then again the voltage source, what will be the polarity of voltage source? If it comes on up, this is plus and minus like this. Hence it forms one closed loop again. Current flows through the 5 ohm is same as current flows through the 12 ohm, so that I am writing directly 17. So what is the value of this voltage source? 1.2. Now we can see the polarity of these voltage sources. 5 voltage is having minus to plus, tail end indicates minus, arrow end indicates plus, and 1.2 voltage source is having plus to minus, that is opposite. Both are in opposite direction. That is nothing but there will be a subtraction or else a difference between these two voltage sources. That's nothing but 5 minus 1.2. Minus 1.2, you get 3.8. So now how that circuit which looks, so you'll get one voltage source of 3.8 volts is in series with 17 ohm resistor, and it forms closed loop as they are given. Then how will write the polarity of this 3.8 volts? So this polarity of this 3.8 volt, it is depending on these two sources. You observe 5 volts voltage source and 1.2 voltage source. Here, whatever the source which is having highest magnitude, so that polarity you have to consider. So here 5 voltage source is having highest magnitude, that is 5 volts. So that you need to consider that polarity, it is nothing but minus and plus. So now we can get the value of current I. They ask you to find current flows through 5 ohm, that is same as current flowing through the 12 ohm. So that I'm writing current flows through 5 plus 12 is nothing but I17. You need to find V divided by R, whereas V is 3.8 and R is 17. So you can get 0.2235 amperes. And this is the answer. That's all. A very simple problem. So if you're having confusion, just see once again from the starting what they asked you to find the current flowing through 5 ohm resistor, so that by keeping this 5 ohm resistor as it is, I am transforming 3 voltage 30 volts voltage source into current source. Then you'll get, and then you'll get this form. That's nothing but 30 ohm, and the value of current is V by R, that is nothing but 0.1 amperes. So next step what happened, this 20 ohm and 30 ohm are in parallel. You get one equivalent resistor, that is nothing but R equivalent 112 ohm. So next you are transforming this current source into voltage source, so that you can you will get 1.2 volts along with the 12 ohm is in series. Then two resistors and two voltage sources are in series, so they can get equivalent voltage source and equivalent resistor by adding these two, or else by adding or subtracting with the help of voltage and by adding the resistors. So R equivalent will get 5 plus 12, that is 17 ohm. Current flows through the 5 ohm is same as 12 ohm, so that I'm just writing equivalent value of resistor. So now for this 5 and 1.2 voltage sources, both the polarities are in opposite direction, so that you're taking the difference between 5 and 1 point is nothing but 3.8 volts, and the polarity 5 voltage source is having highest magnitude, so that we consider that polarity as minus and plus. Then you'll get one simple circuit just by applying Ohm's law. You can get the value of current that flowing through the 5 ohm resistor, that is 0.2235. And that's all. I hope you're understanding the problem. So if you're having any doubts regarding this, feel free to write in a comment box. And if you really like this video, do subscribe and share maximum. Thank you so much.